Hello and welcome to another update video about Chainlink. Chainlink, one of the cryptos that has also reached my target area that we've been talking about since November. So it did get down here on the, I think it was the 24th or 25th of February, where it did find its way to my target area, and that was the $11.30 level. Yeah, I think this was the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level. We can just draw them again, those fib levels from the beginning of that wave, yeah, to the high. Let me just do that quickly here. The high at around $53 and settings 20. Yeah, $11.30, the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level, and the lower support within that target area is the 88.7% fib level, so 597. What does that mean? That means that, I mean, I do my analysis based on the Elliott wave method, and it indicates that you should, in this kind of wave in which Chainlink currently is, in this larger wave to the downside, this wave C, or overall in a wave 2, yeah, because this here was a wave 1, this is a wave 2, we're coming down, typically lands in this area of these Fibonacci levels before then the downtrend is over. Again, stocks and shares do the same stuff, especially young stocks and shares, so it is not a particular behavior of the crypto market, and also the volatility is, well, it is a behavior of the crypto market, but only because it's so young. A lot of stocks and shares which are very young are doing the same stuff. Look at the old Apple stock 1980, 1990. Also look at stocks and shares like PayPal, Palantir. They are doing, or even GME, AMC. They are doing very, very similar behaviors and wave moves like many of the altcoins. That's just as a side note. Now, does it mean because it hit the target area the correction needs to be over? No, it doesn't need to be over, but it can be over. And that's what I've been saying all along. As soon as one cryptocurrency is reaching one of these Fibonacci levels, then the correction could be over. But to get the correction over, we need a first impulse to the upside, which means you need a first 5-wave move to the upside. Based on the Elliott wave method, you want to have 5 waves in that direction, yeah. So at least a 5-wave move, which means you get 3 waves to the upside and 2 to the downside, which are correcting the preceding impulsive waves. So what do we have on the chart here? We have 2 things here. We've got a small descending wedge, I think, yeah, and you can see that more and more with many altcoins that they are forming a descending wedge. Chainlink is forming one. Descending wedge is typically a more bullish pattern, and you can draw it different ways if you use the wicks or not. If you're not using the wicks, you can even put that closer, and you get here into a pattern where there is not too much more movement for Chainlink before there has to be a breakout here. And that breakout, again, it could be to the upside, to the downside, you never know, but it is in a descending wedge more likely that you could see that to the upside. And if you see that movement, and if you break here to the upside out of that descending wedge, that could indicate the end of the correction. Again, it doesn't need to. We need some more confirmation for that. You want to make higher highs, higher lows. But for me personally, if we break out of that descending wedge, you can put it on your chart. Today, that level would be around $14. I would be looking for a retest, and then a volume with volume confirmed move to the upside. And the immediate target for that descending wedge, from my point of view, would be that beginning of the wedge. That's typically the first price target, and that would be at, yeah, I would give it here an $18.50. Yeah, so you could move from 14 to 18.50. That would be a short-term trade. Yeah, I also always want to give you here ideas what I would be considering if I'm actually here and I see it. Because I'm not always in front of the PC, right? But that would be a trade that I could think that I might take if it gets to that. I want to make you aware about that breakout before it actually happens, yeah? Not when it's too late already. And you can also identify a larger wedge, yeah, but again, depending on how you actually draw it, you can do it in different ways. Here you have a bit more space. Here you don't have more space. I think this is actually more valid, even though we have a bit of a fake out here, but you've got all these touch points down here, so it's just an extension of it, isn't it? So well, again, I need to do that a bit more accurately down here. Yeah, so based on that, you would still be in that wedge, and there is not much more space for further downside. Does it mean the altcoins will finish the correction? Again, without having the breakout and without having a bit of a confirmation to the upside, it's not possible to say that. But as I've said throughout, as soon as the crypto hits the target area, it's basically ready to complete the correction, yeah. And then we just need the next step. Basically, get 2 steps. The first step is to reach that target area, to reach those fib levels that are required to complete a correction and to make a lower low. And it did that, yeah. We've had the wave A low here at around $13.70, I think. That was back in July. It did go below that. That is what I want. It cleaned the whole correction up, and it is now ready for further moves to the upside. But again, for that we need now volume. We need an impulse to the upside. I can't see it yet. Based on what I can see here, there is a good chance that we actually break out of this descending wedge. Yeah, you can also probably see here you can see here a bullish divergence on the daily chart as well, which would be indicating that we could really break out to the upside. But without a breakout, it's only speculation. You don't know if the breakout will happen. It could also break to the downside, but therefore we are reacting to the market as soon as the market is making a move here. And that is my view here currently on Chainlink. So it's interesting. It's at a tipping point. Yeah, getting here squeezed into an apex. That is why it's not moving a lot here. And it's a great opportunity, I think, for everybody who is willing to watch these moves. And I'll of course make you aware if I see the breakout. I'm here. I'll make the channel members aware on Telegram. Can't promise I see it because I'm not watching the Chainlink chart all day. But it is an opportunity for you to take a look at it. Again, it's no financial advice. If you decide to take the trade, it's up to you. I will probably take it if I see it breaking out and get a volume confirmation here and a retest. Then I'm gonna do it. Without a retest, I will probably not do it because the risk for a fake out is still high because we are not in an uptrend. We are actually in a downtrend still. Yeah, that's my view here on Chainlink. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment as well. And if you really like the content and want additional content, then check out the channel membership where you can get access to the Telegram live chat, the Discord server, and the weekly live stream. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.